Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice and realize that you are creative abundance. So today I want to talk about living a creative life and what this looks like as opposed to living in mere survival mode. You know, life can feel like something that we just have to endure. So much is happening to us all the time that we can feel overwhelmed with responsibilities and jobs and just the daily in and outs of life. We feel we have little control over these daily circumstances, these things that we encounter. Now, it gets me thinking about what it might feel like, or what it does feel like, to create your life and not just survive it, and how our lives look when we're no longer simply surviving, but creating, and how we can move from survival mode to creation mode in our lives. So first I want to look at what is survival mode and what is creative mode. What does it feel like? What does it look like? So here are a few things about each. In survival mode, it feels like it's just happening to us. It's coming at us all the time, and all we seem able to do is respond and defend ourselves and respond. And we experience, I think, because of that, this fear and anxiety and doubt. And we perceive ourselves perhaps as victims, and that life is just unfair, it's unjust. Again, it's happening to us. And this could leave us feeling depressed, tired, feeling no energy. And when we're feeling that way, we often kind of dwell on what has happened. We're dwelling in the past. We're dwelling in the past and dwelling on the past. Or conversely, and perhaps at the same time, we're looking at the future with this kind of desperate hope that it will be better than our present, that it will fulfill us, that it will fulfill all of our dreams. But often this wish for fulfillment is itself unfulfilled. It's just that. It's a wish. It's something distant. And we say to ourselves, when this happens, I'll be happy. I'll be creative. When I have more money, I'll be happy. I'll be creative. And if this doesn't happen, I won't be happy. If I don't get this house or this job or the money, I can't be creative. I can't because I don't have, right? All of these negations, all of these negatives. The present, which is all we have, in survival mode, the present, it feels like lack. It feels like scarcity and limitation. And because of this perception, we're always seeking safety, comfort. And we keep settling for what is comfortable and what is safe because we're afraid to risk what little we feel we've scraped together. We're afraid we're going to lose it if we risk it for something more, right? This survival mindset, it limits our ability to create, to be creative, to think outside the box, to offer our opinions, to contribute our uniqueness to a community, to something greater, to something outside of ourselves, to solve complex problems that life inevitably throws at us, and to pursue our ideas and to nurture our dreams, right? So we just get stuck in this survival. We take it, and we take, and we take, and we take, and in survival mode it feels impossible to give, really to be generous, because to be generous is to let it out, is to give, is to let things flow. And as I said, in survival mode, we are so concerned about maintaining what little we have. And we feel like that's going to be taken away, that we don't feel, we're unable to feel our true abundance, which is what we are. Abundance, abundant energy, abundance in creation. So creative mode, on the other hand, is the opposite of everything I just said. It is giving. It is generous. It is marked with joy, peace, a sense of fulfillment. And now we might think, if I had money, then I would have joy and peace and fulfillment, and then I could be creative. If I had the house of my dreams, I would feel joy, peace, and a sense of fulfillment. If I had that relationship, that loving relationship that I wanted, I would feel joy, peace, and a sense of fulfillment. But this is not the truth. The truth is that joy, peace, and fulfillment is with us. It's in us. It's who we are. It is our inheritance. It is our creativeness. In creative mode, life happens for us, not to us. It's happening for us, with us. It's happening because of us. And we don't experience it as trapped here, as a limited experience, but it's an unfolding. And life is, every possibility is here in the present. All potential is here in the present. And we feel ourselves to be the energy unfolding it. In fact, we are the unfolding itself, the flowering. From us, life is coming. From us, life is coming. This is what it is to be in the creative mode. It's curious. It's open-minded. We're receiving whatever comes, and things are going to keep coming. They just keep coming. That is life. But we receive what comes as what is, and we make with it. We make the best we can. We make beauty, and then we share that. We share what we make, our life, the life we are making, our expression, our joy, our peace, our love. We are sharing because we are that life. We are that abundance. So fear starts to dissipate. The anxiety dissipates. That idea that we say there's not enough, that scarcity, this all dissipates as we start to understand that life is reciprocated when we are alive. That joy is reciprocated to us, comes to us when we enjoy. Love is reciprocated when we love. It's not the opposite. It's not we will feel joy when others bring us joy, when something brings us joy, or that we'll feel love when something loves us, or no. When we feel love, love will be reciprocated. When we are in joy, when we are enjoying, life is joy. And so, how do we shift from the survival mode, the creative mode, if we're in it? If we feel that there are parts of our lives where we're just really in that survival, how can we shift from survival mode to creative mode? The first thing I want to say is this isn't a journey. It's not something that has to take forever. It takes forever. It takes any time at all. It can happen immediately. It's just a shifting in thinking, right? And noticing. So not a process. It can begin immediately and continue moment to moment. We have control of our lives. We don't have control over what happens to us, around us, but we have control over how we respond to what happens to us. We choose how things affect us. We choose how we will react. This is always within our control. How we react. What will we do with what is coming to us? And things are going to keep coming. The bills are going to keep coming. The disappointments in jobs or the things in our family life, these things are going to keep coming. How do we react? How do we choose to react? Right? And this noticing. That is where the cultivation of a daily creative practice is beneficial. Every day. Every day when we show up to create, it could be the 5 minutes that we sit at the page, that this is a chance where we're understanding that we are choosing creativity over just survival. Oh, on the page, we are watching this daily practice unfold in ourselves, and how the daily painting or dancing or singing, or whatever your artistic outlet, your artistic expression, this helps you engage with the life beyond the painting or the page or the singing or the dancing. It helps you engage in your life creatively. So here's an example. When you're on the page, you're being present on the page. You're witnessing what comes to you in the form of images, memories, colors, situations, right? They're coming in you. You may not even have to think about them very much, but you're accepting these materials. And on the page or the canvas or whatever your medium, you're playing with them in some way, manipulating them. You are aware of giving this experience, these emotions, these memories, these images, an expression. You are making choices right on the page. You're giving shape to life. So you do this daily, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half an hour, whatever your creative devotion is, whatever you have time for. But making time for this is important because, again, when you're at the page or on the canvas, for that time, you're bringing your awareness to the witnessing of what's coming. And this, when you get up from the page or you walk away from the canvas or you set down the camera, you start to realize that this is no different. Your life is no different from the page to when you're walking around. The creating does not stop. And this is important to understand. The page is a form of practice. It's where we bring our awareness for a period of time. And here we feel ourselves creating. And then we feel ourselves creating when we get up and while we're walking down the street and while we're having a conversation with the person behind the counter who's, perhaps giving us a cup of coffee. And then we start to witness it, the creative at work, etc. As opposed to the survival, we start to notice that we're creating. At all times, we are creating. How and what we create is our choice. How we feel is a creation. And yes, absolutely, life is going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to present situations that cause an emotion, a feeling to come up, a response. We can notice this. And we have that choice then of what that emotion flowers into after we feel it, after we experience it. And that is our creative power. So here is a prompt I felt like would go with this subject today. What do you survive and what do you create in your life? And where in your life can you shift from merely survival to creation? See how that works today. And if you want to share what you write with me, you could always send it in a comment or you can email me. I'd be happy to read anything you wrote, anything that you do write from this. As always, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like it and you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And also, you can check out devotiontowriting.com. That's my website. You can see workshops that I lead online and in person, and also upcoming retreats. I do creative retreats in various locations around the world. I'd love to see you at one of those. For today, I hope that you create today. I hope that you can live that creative life even for a few moments today, that you have that experience that you are the unfolding. You are life unfolding, and you can choose to unfold in joy and in peace and in love. And you will find that experience, those experiences of joy and peace and love are then reciprocated. Thank you very much again for watching. I hope you write deeply today. I know you will write beautifully. Blessings.